What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about The Infinite Sea by Rick Yancey. So as always, this video is going to have lots and lots of spoilers in it, so if you would like to avoid those, you can check out my spoiler-free review right up here. So the biggest takeaway from this book is that the others have actually never been here. It's not that they're not here, because that was at first what I thought. I was like, there were no aliens whatsoever? What's going on? No. But the sleeper agents are not actually a thing. What's really going on is that they implanted this technology into some people's minds. It's this system that's like enhancing humans. It's like the next step in evolution to see like how it was going to work out. And they're driving the rest of humanity to the brink, to the point where it's going to be an us versus them and you don't know who to trust. And if you can't trust anybody, then you can't cooperate with anybody. If you can't cooperate with anybody, progress comes to a standstill and you basically have entered the world into a perpetual war and a perpetual stone age where nothing more is happening. What I think the reasoning for this is I think whoever these others are, whatever they are, this is an experiment. I think that they are trying to figure out how humanity works, what makes it tick, and this is literally just an experiment. Like, there is a lot of in this book about like, why are the others so cruel? Why are they doing this to us? And I don't think it's cruelty that's driving them. I think it's curiosity. I think it's an experiment to see how far you can push humanity. What happens when you trigger like the next step in evolution in some but not all? What happens when you can't trust literally anyone, like it's everybody for themselves? And that part of the story I think is really, really cool. Everything that you get with Ringer is her talking about like, I keep thinking about the rats. Like the rats are eating this like house alive. So what do? How do you kill the rats without killing the house? The rats being the humans and the earth being the house. So of course the others could do one of two things. They could, you know, slowly kill off the rats and poison them and eventually they would all die out. It would take some time, but that's probably the cleanest way to do it. Or you could just throw a big rock at them and just blow up everything and destroy everything, which the others could do. Why not just send an asteroid down? That's what happened to the dinosaurs. That's where the real question lies, is why exactly are they doing this? Why not just throw a big rock at it? And that's kind of where I think they're experimenting, they're curious, they're trying to figure something out. That's at least where I think is going with that. That's what you get from the Ringer storyline. From the other storyline with our squad, that's kind of where you're still seeing humanity, and that's where I feel like things start to fall apart, because that is our juxtaposed point of view, because we're seeing with Evan, like he thinks that he is an other, but really he's not. He's just an enhanced human being, which is what happens to Ringer at the end of this book. And because of that, it brings up a lot more questions than it does answers, especially from the fifth wave, so I'm not exactly sure how that fits or how that's going to work, because there's a lot to where like him and the new antagonist Grace like seem to know all of this weird stuff, and I don't really understand where exactly that's going, but it looks like the problem with Evan is that his system has malfunctioned, because in this next step in evolution, you are supposed to transcend humanity to the point where you're basically a killing machine, because you have these like needs and you've like just transcended above it all. But that didn't happen with Evan to the point where he wants to kill everything that's like him, and so that by the end of this book, they're dispatching Ringer out to kill him, which I am all for, because I cannot stand his character. And in the beginning of Last Star, like he's just not, that they're not making the case for me wanting to keep him alive. So that's basically where we're at with The Infinite Sea. Not a lot happens otherwise. I don't really feel like anything happens development-wise either for our characters, except for maybe Ringer, but I can only say that because we don't really learn a whole lot about Ringer in the first book. So that's really kind of where it stands. If anything, the shining moment in this book is like the little prologue in the beginning where it's showing you that like the fifth wave is children. Like you literally cannot trust anybody because they're implanting children with these bombs where like just by breathing, by being around more than like a certain amount of people who are breathing near you will detonate it and just kill everybody. And that's really just driving you to this point where it's like, you can't trust anybody. And without trust, there's no cooperation. Without cooperation, there is no progress. Without progress, we are at a standstill. And that is really, really cool, and I really like that. That's why I'm continuing on with this series. When it comes to the characters, I'm 100% not invested. 100% done. I do not care what happens to Cassie or any of them. Zombie's pretty cool. I'm interested to see where Zombie's character's going. I'm interested to see where Ringer's character's going. Everybody else, don't care. I will say that this book is way too complicated. I feel like this story is a lot simpler than the author would like you to think that it is, because this author is very poetic and symbolic and just going through all of this stuff. So I really do feel like there's an easier way to like show all of this stuff to us, but whatever, this is the direction that it's going in. I am really interested to see what's going to happen as this trilogy rounds out. I don't think I'm going to like it, but I guess we're gonna find out where that's going to go. But what I really want to know is, what do you guys think about this book? Have you read it? What are your thoughts? Are you as conflicted about it as much as I am? Just let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit that like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you can talk books with me every week. That is everything got for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!